Hey everyone, Sam here from Silly Stories for Kids. Guess what? Here's another story made up on the spot just for you. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's go. Guess what? Silly Stories for Kids just passed 5 million downloads. So to celebrate, here's an extra special, extra long episode. Hope you enjoy it. One day, 4 little girls named Holly, Aubrey, Brindley and Zali were all at their house. Now, they were trying to work out a new game to play. Holly was coming up with some different ideas of what they could make. She was coming up with some incredible stories and the girls were trying to work out how to turn it into a game. As they were talking, all of a sudden, they heard a voice. Girls! Girls! Hello! Is that Pim Pim? Yelled Holly. I think so, said Aubrey. They looked around and sure enough, running towards them was Pim Pim. Hi Pim Pim, said Holly. What are you doing here? Well, I come with some very, very exciting invitation. What's the invitation? Said Holly. Yeah, said Bryn. What are we going to do? Well, said Pim Pim, it is a very special day today. It is the day for my family's Family Fun Day. And I thought, what would be more fun than if I brought all of you along? Really? Said the girls. Really? Said Pim Pim. It would be the best fun ever. Do you think that you would like to come to my Family Fun Day? Said the girls. Definitely. We definitely would like to come. What do you do for your Family Fun Day? Said Aubrey. Oh, I cannot tell you that. That is a secret. I'm gonna win the Family Fun Day, said Bryn. Said Holly. I don't think there will be winners for the Family Fun Day. Oh yes, there will definitely be winners. Really? Said the girls. Really? Said Pim Pim. But we best be going. We don't want to be late or else my mummy will be very, very grumpy. She will tell us off and maybe even she will chase us around the house. Oh dear, said Holly. Well, let's go. Where are we going? Follow me, said Pim Pim. So the girls followed Pim Pim and as they walked, they saw something off in the distance. Is that a spaceship? Well, maybe, said Pim Pim. Pim Pim, why do you have a spaceship? Well, I definitely did not borrow it from people without asking. What? Said the girls. Never mind. Quick, all aboard. Pim Pim got to the bottom of the spaceship and yelled, Panda! Why are you yelling panda? Said Holly. All of a sudden, a ladder came out the bottom of the spaceship. Because that is the secret entrance word. Oh, said the girls. As they climbed up the ladder and climbed inside, a green alien was sitting in the main seat. Pim Pim, said a voice. Uh-oh. Hello, people, said Pim Pim. Pim Pim, did you take my spaceship? Well, kind of. I needed to go see Holly, Aubrey, and Brindley and Zali very, very quickly, and I thought, what quicker way than to borrow Bippo's spaceship? Pim Pim, next time, maybe ask. Okay. Because I would have said, I want to come too. Okay, thank you, Bippo. So Bippo took control of the spaceship. I will fly you to wherever you need to go. Back to my house, please, said Pim Pim. Hooray, said the girls. So Bippo blasted his new spaceship as quick as he could all the way to Pim Pim's house. Bippo's spaceship was very, very fast. In no time at all, we are here. Bye, said Bippo. What do you mean, bye, said the girls. Bippo pressed a button on the control panel, and all the girls and Pim Pim were blasted straight out the roof of the spaceship. Panels opened up and their seats shot outside. Wow, said Holly. Yahoo, said Aubrey. I am the Pim Pim and I am the best. Thank you, people, yelled Pim Pim. As they all landed in the grass outside of Pim Pim's house, the girls looked up. There were signs and banners everywhere, and there was all kinds of things around the place. Pim Pim, what do you do for your Family Fun Day? Oh, we have all of the fun, said Pim Pim. Come on! Pim Pim unbuckled himself from his seat, stood up and started walking towards the door. All the girls continued to do the same thing. As they walked in, Pim Pim's whole family was there. There was his brothers, Pom Pom and Pam Pam, his mummy, and his daddy as well. Okay, girls, said Pim Pim. Let me introduce you to everybody. This is Pom Pom. Hello. How you doing? Said Pom Pom. And this is Pam Pam. He is always a little bit sleepy. Hi, said Pam Pam. Hi, said the kids. And this is my mummy. Her name is Pim Pim. Hello.
I'm so glad that you kids could come along for our fun day. It's gonna be amazing.
And this is my daddy. His name is Pum Pum.
Hello, my name is Pum Pum, and I am so glad to have you at my house. Welcome, girls, and welcome to our family fun day. Should we get this show on the road?
Yes, said Pim Pim. Yay! said Pam Pam, going back to sleep. All right, Johnny-ho, let's go, chaps, yelled Pom Pom as he walked towards the door. They all walked outside, and as they did, something very strange had happened. Pim Pim, did your whole house move?
Of course it did. It is family fun day. We can't have family fun day at the normal place. We need more amazing things. Okay, so here is how it works. We will be divided into 4 teams. Me and maybe Holly?
Okay, said Holly. I'll take Brindley, said Pam Pam.
All right, Pam Pam, we're going to win this, said Bryn.
All right, I guess that leaves me with Aubrey. You right with that? Sure, said Aubrey.
And we will take the baby, Zali.
Zali smiled and ran over.
Pum Pum, she said.
Oh, she has already learnt my name. I like this baby.
Family Fun Day is all about lots of competition because that is the best way to have lots of fun as a family. So, and now that we are divided into teams, we will have event after event to see who is the winner of Family Fun Day.
Hooray!
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 Yippee! said the girls.
The first event will be Magic Plank Racing.
Magic plank racing, said Holly. How does that work?
Well,
said Pim Pim's mummy.
what you do is each of us sit on some magic planks. Then there appears an obstacle course. The first team to make it all the way through the obstacle course and back around to the start is the winner. But be careful, it's not a normal obstacle course.
No, don't tell them. It will be a fun little surprise.
Oh, it will be fantastic, said Pom Pom. I hope I can stay awake, said Pam Pam.
You will stay awake, said Bryn, and we will win.
Okay, is everybody getting ready? Let's go over to the very special obstacle course.
So, they went over to a different area where there was some funny-looking pipes popping out of the ground. And sitting on the ground in front of them were 4 planks of wood.
Okay, these are the magic planks, said Pim Pim. Everybody climb onto your magic plank.
Pim Pim and Holly climbed onto the first one. Then, Brindley and Pam Pam climbed onto the next one. Pom Pom and Aubrey, and then Pim Pim's mummy and daddy climbed onto the last one with Zali.
Pum Pum.
Yes, little baby, we are going to win.
No, I am going to win with Holly.
No, I'm...
Come on, Pam Pam, we gotta win. Wake up.
She pulled a tiny little bit of his fur. No! I'm awake, said Pam Pam. They all laughed. Who says go, said Holly.
Don't worry, you will see.
All of a sudden, a screen popped up in front of them. Is everybody ready? Said a man on the screen. 3, 2, 1, go! When he yelled go, the planks lifted up into the air. Whoa, said the girls.
Lean forward, yelled Pim Pim.
Holly and Pim Pim leant forward and their planks started to move. The others copied, and in no time, all 4 planks were racing around towards the obstacle course. This isn't much of an obstacle course, said Aubrey. There's just random pipes that are very easy to avoid. Wait for it, said Pom Pom. All of a sudden, out of the first pipe started blasting out paint balloons. Take cover, he yelled. What's going? A big balloon full of paint hit Pam Pam right in the back. Oh, that's very tiring.
Come on, Pam Pam, said Bryn. We can do it.
She leant forward and their plank started to go faster and faster. She grabbed hold of the front of it and started to make it turn. As they were weaving and turning, she was avoiding other things as more paint balloons started zooming through the sky. They got past, and then something very strange happened. A whole flock of seagulls started flying straight towards them. Ah! Yelled Aubrey. What's going on? Take cover! Yelled Pom Pom as he tried to duck underneath. But all the seagulls started hitting into their planks. Feathers were going everywhere. Their planks were getting knocked off course.
Ha-ha,
said Pim Pim's dad.
We are going to do the winning,
he said as he went past the kids and started zooming towards the front.
Win, 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 said Zali from the middle.
I like this baby.
Said Pim Pim's daddy.
Come back here, said Pim Pim.
As he leant his plank towards them as well. They were flying past the next set of pipes. As they got closer to the next set, Holly started to worry. What's going to happen this time, said Holly.
You'll never know, said Pim Pim. It could be anything.
All of a sudden, a whole bunch of parachutes started falling from the sky. What's on those parachutes, said Aubrey. I don't know, said Holly. Brindley looked up as well. And connected to each one of the parachutes was a little plastic army man. Oh, it's just toys, said Holly. Yeah, said Aubrey, just toys. Then the army men started to point towards them. Uh-oh. Then they started to blast tiny little marshmallows at all the people on all the boards. Uh-oh, said Pim Pim's daddy.
Hide the baby.
As the marshmallows started flying towards them like a giant cloud.
Bing, 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 bing. Ow, 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 ouch.
Ow, that hurts. I can't sleep through this.
Come on, Pam Pam, said Bryn. We can do this.
She lifted Pam Pam up and put Pam Pam in front of her. So Pam Pam was getting hit by all of the marshmallows. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow. Then she leant forward as fast as she could and exploded right through the middle of everything, taking the lead and crossing the finish line in first place.
We're the winners, said Bryn.
Oh, do we win? Said Pam Pam. As the others came up behind them, they were all laughing and giggling.
Well done, Brinley. That was very clever thinking.
I have marshmallows all stuck in my fur.
That is very tasty, said Pim Pim,
as he picked one out and chucked it in his mouth. What's the next event, said Holly.
Well, said Pim Pim, we have had the flying magic plank race. Now it is time for making sculptures.
Sculptures, said Holly.
Yes, we need to do an artistic battle.
Oh, said the girls. That sounds like fun.
You think that, but just wait and see.
The girls were very confused.
Okay, let's go.
Pim Pim took everybody over to the next arena. When they got there was 4 big giant lumps of clay. They were enormous. They were almost as tall as the girls were. All right, said Pom Pom. This one is very simple. The team that makes the most beautiful statue will be declared the winners. Seems simple enough, said Aubrey. Yeah, said Holly. Almost too simple.
I think that I'm going to make something really, really cool, said Bryn.
Yeah. Can we make a pillow? Said Pam Pam.
No, Pam Pam, we can't make a pillow. You need to wake up, okay?
Okay. As all the teams lined up next to their giant lumps of clay, the screen popped down once again. Right, you have 4 minutes to make the most amazing statue you can, and the statue that you must make is a bunny rabbit. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! All the teams dove in and started trying to make their rabbits out of the giant lump of clay. They started shaping some ears, and then they started shaping some legs, and then something very peculiar started to happen. Pam Pam, said Brindley. Yes, Brindley?
Our bunny rabbit's starting to move.
Ours is too, said Holly.
And ours, said Aubrey.
I told you, said Pim Pim. All of a sudden, the giant lumps of clay that were half-formed bunny rabbits started to move around. The legs that they had made started to hop, and the kids had to start chasing them around. It was a very funny sight to be seen, as a bunch of fuzzy creatures and a bunch of kids were chasing around big lumps of clay, trying to catch them and shape them into bunny rabbits.
I got him, said Bryn
as she jumped on the back of their big bit of clay. She was holding on for dear life, trying to do his ears.
Hold still, Mr. Bunny Rabbit. I'm working very hard to give you good ears.
I can hear you, said the bunny.
It can talk, said Bryn.
Can it make me a pillow? Said Pam Pam.
Pam Pam, said Bryn. Okay, Holly, you got this.
Pim Pim grabbed Holly and he threw her towards their lump of clay.
Wow!
She landed right in the middle. Ooh, that tickles, said the bunny.
Sorry, Mr. Bunny, I'm going to give you a fuzzy tail.
Oh, that really tickles. Boing! The bunny jumped high up in the air. Ah! Said Holly as she flew along, holding onto the back of the bunny. Aubrey and Pom Pom were chasing theirs. Then she had an idea. Pom Pom, stop chasing. What? Said Pom Pom. What do you mean, stop chasing? How are we going to win if we don't catch our bunny? Aubrey bent down and she started to call. Here, Mr. Bunny. Here. The bunny stopped and it looked around and it hopped over towards them. Do you want some cuddles and some tickles? Said Aubrey. Said the bunny. Aubrey shaped a lovely little mouth for it. Okay, Mr. Bunny, if you sit nice and still, we'll give you lots of cuddles and tickles. Thank you, said the bunny. So they started working, and in no time at all, they had formed a beautiful bunny statue.
Bah!
The timer went off, and they all looked at their different statues. There was Brindley, sitting on top of a lump of clay with 2 perfectly formed ears, but not much else. There was Holly and Pim Pim, still trying to catch their bunny and make it sit still. Pim Pim's daddy and mummy and Zali were over on the side. They'd made lots of little bunnies, but Zali was just playing with them all. But the most beautiful bunny of all was definitely Aubrey's and Pom-Pom's. It was amazing.
Well done, Aubrey. That is incredible.
Yes, that is amazing,
Said Pim Pim's daddy.
I think it's the best bunny we've ever seen.
Said Pim Pim's mummy.
Okay, you guys are definitely the winners of round 2, but the best part about Family Fun Day is that round 1 and round 2 mean nothing. It is all about the final round.
What? Said the girls.
Yes, they were just the fun rounds.
Yes, wasn't it fantastic? Said Pom-Pom. Is this time for sleep?
No, Pam Pam, it is not sleep time. It is time for the final round. It is starting to get late, so we better get it started.
Pim Pim, said Holly. What is the final round?
The final round is my favorite round. It is called Bubble Poppers. Come with me.
So, the kids and all the furry family headed to the last arena. When they arrived, the girls all looked up. It was amazing. The entire arena was completely filled with bubbles, absolutely everywhere. That is so cool, said Holly.
Yes, said Pim Pim, and that is not even the best part.
What's the best part, said Aubrey.
That is.
As Pim Pim pointed, a garage opened and a whole bunch of different vehicles started to drive themselves out. They looked. There was funny-looking cars and planes and motorbikes, all kinds of things. Do we get to ride those, said Aubrey.
Yes, you do.
Righto, said Pom-Pom.
I need a motorbike, said Bryn. Where's the motorbike? I need that one.
She raced over and jumped on.
Can I please do this one, Mr. Pim Pim? Okay, Brindley, you can have the motorbike.
As they were standing, the screen popped down once more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final round for all of the points. Are you ready? The team that pops the most bubbles will be declared the winners. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! As the screen man yelled go, they all raced for the different vehicles. Brindley jumped on her motorbike, Pom-Pom jumped in a car, Pim Pim's mummy and daddy grabbed Zali and they jumped in an aeroplane. Then Pim Pim and Holly jumped on a hovercraft. As they started flying, zooming, blasting around the arena, they were trying to pop as many bubbles as they can. Brindley was on the motorbike, hitting motorbike jumps and trying to kick the bubbles as she flew through the air.
1, 2, 3, 7, 12, 14.
Brindley, that's not how you count, said Holly. Don't worry, said the screen. We'll keep tally.
I'm on 57,000, said Bryn.
No, you're not, said the man on the screen.
No,
said Bryn. Meanwhile, Pam Pam was still asleep in the corner.
Come on, Pam Pam, yelled Bryn. I need your help.
As they were all racing around the arena trying to blast as many of the bubbles as they could, they noticed something.
Uh-oh,
said Pim Pim's daddy.
I am noticing that the sun is starting to go down.
Oh no,
said Pim Pim's mummy. Why oh no, said Aubrey.
Because after dark, Pam Pam, he's nocturnal.
What? Said Holly. All of a sudden, Pam Pam started to wake up. Good morning, everybody. Oh, it's bubble time. Let's go, yelled Pam Pam. As he jumped up, he didn't even need one of the vehicles. He raced over and grabbed a jetpack and flew up into the arena. He was a bubble-popping machine. He was spinning and twirling and blasting in every single direction, popping bubbles one by one by one. It was incredible. How's he doing that, said Holly.
Don't worry, said Pim Pim. We are not actually trying to win.
What? Said Holly.
We are trying to cause the most trouble. That is how you win in the Pim Pim games.
Oh, Okay, said Holly. So Holly and Pim Pim in their hovercraft started causing trouble for all the other teams. They started bumping into them with the sides of the hovercraft. Hey, said Aubrey as they got bumped sideways. Whoa, said Bryn as she got bumped and did a backflip on her motorbike that she didn't even mean to do. Meanwhile, the plane was hovering high in the air. How are we going to make trouble for them, said Holly. What's this, said Pim Pim. He grabbed a handful of something out the back and threw it towards the plane. What is that, said Holly. It's bubble mixture. It hit the propellers of the plane, and as it hit, all of a sudden, more bubbles started appearing everywhere. Ha! Well done, Pim Pim. That's fun. Will it work on our hovercraft? I think so, said Pim Pim. Holly grabbed some of the bubble mixture and threw it into the big fan on the back of their hovercraft. As she did, bubbles went everywhere. Big giant bubbles started to appear. It was amazing. But then they didn't realise something.
Okay, Zali, it is your turn,
said Pim Pim's daddy.
Grab hold of this.
Zali grabbed hold of a little joystick.
Now see that button?
Button, said Zali.
Yes, that is the one. You press that and see what happens.
Daddy, you didn't put the...
I did. I put the marshmallow cannons on our plane.
Oh no, said Pim Pim.
In no time at all, Zali started to press the button. Marshmallows started flying in every single direction around the entire arena. Take cover! Yelled Pom Pom. As the marshmallows were flying, Pam Pam was the first to get blasted out of the sky. Hey! He crashed down towards the ground. As he did, he took out a whole bunch of bubbles. Then, Zali started to take aim at Aubrey and Pom Pom. As she did, she blasted them out of the way as well. Then she went towards Brinley. No, you're not going to hit me, said Bryn, as she was flying through the air on her motorbike, doing backflips and tricks, trying to avoid all the marshmallows. Brinley managed to zoom and get out of the way. It was incredible. Wow, said Holly. Brinley's really good on that motorbike.
Make more bubbles, said
Pim Pim, as Holly and Pim Pim started shoveling more of the bubble mixture into the fans. But then Zali started to see. Bubbles? She said. Yes, said Pim Pim's mummy. Shoot the bubbles! Zali took aim, and as she shot, she blasted bubble after bubble after bubble after bubble after bubble. Their points went through the roof. Their score was so incredibly high. 3, 2, 1, that is time, yelled the Screen Man. Hooray! They all cheered. They had had so much fun. They looked around and the arena was completely destroyed. There was marshmallows and bubble mixtures and crashed cars and boats and trains and all sorts of things all over the place.
Okay, that means that we are the winners, said Pim Pim.
No, you're not, said Pom Pom. You are definitely not the winners. You had the lowest score of all.
Yes, but we got the most trouble points in the Pim Pim games. Well done, Holly!
Pim Pim and Holly were so excited to have won the Pim Pim trouble points.
Oh dear, Pim Pim. That is not how Family Fun Day works. Tell you how it actually works, kids.
How does it work? Asked the girls.
Did you have fun?
Yes, said Holly. Lots of fun, said Aubrey.
All of the funs, said Bryn.
Bubbles, said Zali.
Then we're all winners. Now it's time for food. Press the big button, Pum Pum.
Okay, I will press it. Is everybody ready?
Yes, press it, press it.
Pum Pum went over to the side of the arena and pressed a gigantic button that was almost as big as he was. And as he did, the ceiling started to rain with party food. There was party pies and sausage rolls and chips and lollies and all sorts of things. This is the best, said Holly. Yes, said Aubrey, this is amazing. I'm going to fill my pockets and then jump back on my motorbike, said Bryn.
Okay, said Pim Pim, you do that. Okay, let's eat.
And they all sat and ate and ate and ate. Once they had finished eating and they were all done, Pim Pim walked over to the girls.
Thank you so much for being part of my Family Fun Day. It is fun to introduce you to my whole family.
It's been so much fun for us too, said Holly. Yes, said Aubrey. We've had a great time.
I had the best time, said Bryn. Where's Zali?
They all started looking around. They couldn't see her anywhere until they heard a noise. Who's in the aeroplane? Said Pom Pom. All of a sudden they looked up. Zali! They all got blasted with marshmallows one more time. They giggled and they laughed.
We better get you home as quick as possible.
Just then, a spaceship zoomed in over the top of the arena.
Did somebody say transport?
Oh, hello people! Quick, take us home!
The girls and Pim Pim were beamed up inside Beepo's spaceship. and he blasted them home as quick as he possibly could. When they arrived back home, Beepo beamed them back down to the ground. The girls all waved, and Pim Pim and Beepo flew off into the night sky. That was so much fun, said Holly. Possibly the most fun ever, said Aubrey.
I wish I could have kept a motorbike, said Bryn.
Bubbles, said Zali.
Marshmallow.
Did she just say marshmallow, said Holly?
Where did you get the marshmallow blaster?
Just then, the kid's mum opened the door.
Girls, why is there marshmallows flying everywhere? Wow!
Well, said Holly, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story.
This episode has been brought to you by Family Fun Arenas. If you need a big arena for your next Family Fun Day to have a big battle with all kinds of crazy oh, I better not say that.
Did somebody say crazy?
No, Pip Pip. We hope that you have been enjoying the silly stories for kids. Make sure to head over to the website to join our family or to find out more about the other things. This has been me, Pim Pim's daddy.
And me, Pim Pim.
And me, Sam. We'll see you soon.